What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. All right, guys, as you can see here, 42 seconds. Oh my God, 42 seconds. Let me tell you something. First off, before we start the video, I just want to take a second to apologize to everybody for all the cussing and all the bad words and all the slurs that I said while doing this live BOT. Now, if you didn't watch my live stream, or if you were a part of it, you were part of a spectacle. That's right. I said that if people donated 10 donations to me, I would stop cussing. That was my goal. And every time I cussed, there was like a jar, and I would give out memberships. I gave out $300 worth of memberships because I couldn't stop cussing. It's just part of who I am. So I just want to first off say I'm sorry to everybody whose feelings I hurt. But after 2.5 hours, that's right, a lot of people don't tell you this, but when they make these videos, they do a shitload of runs. And this is why I don't do BOT videos, because I don't got time for this shit. But today I decided, you know what? I want to torture myself a little bit. So let me show you guys what I did and how I got this score and the setup that I used to do so. Okay, now it's a little bit different than most of the other runs in the actual YouTube universe, but we got 42 seconds with this run. We could have definitely done 40 seconds, I think, but we kind of messed up a few times. But hey, before I start, let's go ahead and show you guys the setup. So let me log in real quick. This is the pay to win account, by the way. My free to play account, I'm at 1 minute and 15 seconds, a little bit differently, but I will show you this because it can apply to both, but I will give you the stipulations of why. And I'm going to say this now: I hate BOT. So without further ado, give me a few seconds. I'll be right back. All right, folks, so we are back. Listen, I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm not bad at BOT. I never have been bad at BOT, but I never want to be a speedrunner. There's a reason why, because I think speedrunners are crazy and they have a special place in hell, in my opinion. What you do for this is crazy. So here, again, you guys saw my score. Here's my setup. I'm just going to show you guys real quick. So we did a very similar setup with Maylin, Min, and our boy Kim. That's right, an SR unit. So Min has this. He's got the Blessing set. Maylin has Guardian set. Where is it? Right there. Guardian set with Sylph. And then, of course, Kim has Solid Analysis with Sylph. So all this does help. Now, there's a specific order, and the reason why a lot of people are using Kim, and they may not tell you this, is because he has a support heavy break. He's one of the only supports in the game, I think the only support in the game, that has a heavy break wind ability. So very, very powerful when done correctly. So for SJW, though, the setup was as follows. We had 4-piece Warmonger, 4-piece Outstanding Ability. The skills were as follows. We had ourselves, where is it? The Thunderstorm, and then we had ourselves Death, right, to do more break damage, and that's only a heroic, not a legendary. And then for the actual skills themselves, I believe we have, let me go back here and check real quick. What do I have on? We have right here, Vacuum Wave Legendary, right? Vacuum Wave Legendary right there. And then we have ourselves the Water Sequent Explosions vertical art. So very important, guys, because that Vacuum Wave does also increase the vertical arts damage as well. So it's beautiful for that. And then for the Blessing Stones, we have ourselves Pulverized Legendary, very important, or else you won't be able to get the breakdown in one go. We have Elemental Advantage with Weakness Detection. And then we have ourselves Intuit, which does matter quite a bit, 310 points, 364. This could probably go down to 300, but I put a little bit more. And then Reawakening, and then this here really doesn't matter, except for one thing, which is the aggressive defense. All right, so that's the setup. Of course, we have the Grimoire and DKD. I believe both the skills on these are maxed out. Let me just double check. I think they're maxed out, 10 and 10. Yeah, 10, 10, 10. And then Grimoire, because that matters, right? Dupes and the actual, this wasn't even maxed out. I could have maxed this out and probably made it even faster. Look at this. There's slacking abilities here. I probably could have done faster with that maxed out as well. Plus these maxed out, but I didn't have them maxed out. So you guys go 778 was what I did with it. Okay, so that's the setup. Core wise doesn't really matter. In this case, I did the attack core. I did the ultimate skill, gains a shield. And then when he does ultimate skill, he gains MP back. Again, you're never using your ultimate. It's irrelevant really for this run, but nonetheless, that's the way you're running it. Now, in terms of the run itself, before I start that, I just want to remind everybody, please go click that support button. Get yourself some free codes. I've been sending out codes every single day. There it is. So, want to say a big shout out to my top 10, 141307, Omega X, sorry, 878, Patches, 724, 906, Raha, Cloud, and Lucy. Thank you so much, all the way up to the top 8,078. Want to say a big shout out. Thank you for you guys for all the support. And also, don't forget, you're getting 8 codes. All right, now, let's go ahead into the run. All right, guys, so let's get into the actual run. Now, look at my face. I've been at this for 2.5 hours. I will warn everybody now ahead of time, this takes time. If you're not critting, you're not getting the proper rotation in, it will take a while to get this done. Now, my skills are blocked, but I'll walk you through the rotation as I'm doing this. Okay, so first thing, you want to double dash, go right in the middle, do your water move, right? This is the water vertical arts. Here's the one thing to note. If you have a heroic version and you don't do vacuum wave first, this won't kill these 2 units. Okay, so for free-to-play players, you want to do vacuum wave first here and then do vertical arts here to get that extra 30% bonus in damage. If you have the legendary version, you can get away with this. Very important, okay? So now watch what happens here, okay? You guys can see that. Now I move around. This is important. I do this differently than most content creators. I'll move around. I'll face the archer on the right, and then I'll do this right here. Okay, so that's the thunderstorm. You guys can see he kills everybody and he hits this unit, but doesn't all the way kill him. And that's okay. You're going to see very shortly in a second. Let me go back for a sec. You'll see very shortly here that it does, in fact, do enough damage where you just need to hit once. Just got to do... I don't know why I keep skipping. Sorry, guys. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, guys. One sec. Okay, here we go. Okay, so Thunderstorm... It keeps pausing here. I don't know why. Okay, anyways, you one-shot the next guy. You just literally take one shot here. When this guy pops up, you see 8 seconds, you quickly do your erosion with your Grimoire, so your frost move. And then from here, you go DKD, DKD. And then if you can't kill him, just do your water move, and that should suffice, all right? So that should kill off the second boss. I'm sorry about that lag. I'm not sure why it does that in the live stream, but you can go back and watch it as well anytime. I'll put the live stream in the link. So here it's important. First, you can do either... get some MP back with basic attacks and then Shadow Step, or summon your shadows and then Shadow Step through right there, right? Now, this QT here is super important because this gives you more break damage for 8 seconds, I believe. So you need to make sure you have this up when you can do Vacuum Wave, and then you can do your... So the rotation is this, Vacuum Wave, then your Grimoire, and then Kim. Okay, Kim to break, and then Thunderstorm. So watch what happens here, right? We're going to do this. You guys can see here, I summon Meilin, I do that QTE, Vacuum Wave, and then Grimoire to make sure he freezes, and then Kim. And as that break happens, you want to do your Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm will do a ton of damage. Look at that. Took him down to 45%, but the key thing is it has to crit. If it's not critting, you're not going to make this happen. Okay, so the crit happens. I go Shadow Step, Water Collapse, and then I did my DKD right there. All right, and that will finish off that run. Now, again, this took me... I threw the damn controller. I was so excited. This took me 2.5 hours to accomplish. I'm not a BOT runner. I don't do BOT. There's number 1 right there. I hate BOT as a matter of fact, but doesn't mean I can't do it. Now, my rotation is a little bit different than most other rotations that content creators have provided you, and I want to make sure that I showed you guys that. Now, when it comes down to free-to-play, it works a little bit differently. Okay, free-to-play, I have to use 2 breakers for this run, and I did. So I used no, actually, you know what? I switched back to Meilin. If you want to break the first phase, you'll have to use 2 breakers without Legendary Pulverize. Main thing, without Legendary Pulverize. Everything else is the same. I don't have Legendary Water move either, so that takes a while as well. With this run here, I know I can get about a minute, probably a minute 05, because I've had a few chances. But I'll make a guide for free to play for the next one. But I did want to share this one at least with you to show you guys what I could do. So I got a minute 16 on my free to play. I definitely can get first place. The first place is 1:15, literally. So I'm off by a few like milliseconds. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But it's the same run. The only difference with free to play versus pay to win is you got to let him do the Hymn of the Giants. You don't have enough damage to kill him off before he does it. So I like to let him do it, or at least get close enough to killing him where I do enough damage right here, where when he pops up, I can almost kill him. You guys can see how close this was, right? Look, because he did Hymn of the Giants, kind of screwed me over here, but we're at minute 5, right? With this rotation here, if I could just get it right, and this part was wrong, I could definitely get it done. So free-to-play players getting around a minute 15 to a minute 5, I think, is pretty good. Free-to-play players with Legendary Pulverize and all the required skills, you can probably still get the 40-50 seconds without too many issues. All right, guys, there you guys go. Oh, God, I hate BOT, but we did it, and it was fun, and it was a lot of cussing, and I still want to apologize to everybody. If I hurt your feelings on the live stream, it's not my intention. You know, I'm just playing around, but thank you again for joining me, and hope this guide helps some of you folks out. Take care.